Oh my goodness, everyone. Thank you for being here, and do not leave because I'm going to be the most amazing and remarkable speaker of the entire event. And I've only got 10 minutes, and I'm going to pack like 4 hours of thinking into 10 minutes. And I'm kind of in waste management, but not really waste management. I'm into all kinds of amazing things. But I want to set the stage first. And actually, the first thing I want to do is let you all know that I just talk out of the top of my head, and I don't have anything presented or prepared, and I never use a slide. Because I want to use words as pictures so that you understand powerfully a different paradigm in the world, because that's more of what I'm a stand for. I want to acknowledge everyone that's been here and all of you as well here, being forward thinking, creative. Even the fellow that was here just now or the one before them trying to collect space debris. There are people on the edge of change of society, and that is what we need. And I know that we can talk about climate change, but what we're talking about really is business change, because that's what's going to lead a new paradigm in society. And so let me tell you a little bit about Plastic Bank quickly as well, because that ultimately sets a stage. And I'll set the stage of where we operate and how we operate. But let me ask you, has anyone here ever traveled to somewhere with extreme poverty? Has anyone witnessed poverty? Lots of people have. Amazing. And you witness the people who live there. What do they struggle for? What do the people in poverty struggle for? Food, water, school, medicine, hope, community. They're incredibly resourceful people living in the condition, the base of needs, always struggling for the basics. Now, in the areas of the people who have been to places of extreme poverty, are those areas, are those conditions generally very clean, or are they dirty? Very dirty. Of the dirt or garbage that's there, what garbage do you see predominantly? Plastic. Areas of poverty where people are suffering, needing the basics of humanity, drowning in a sea of plastic. And we use one problem to solve the other. We operate globally, affecting hundreds of thousands of people, creating what we would refer to as stores for the poor, where everything that they need, just like we talked about, is available, including access to school tuition and medical insurance and Wi-Fi, cell phone minutes, cooking fuel, clean water, everything that people struggle for, and we only accept plastic garbage as money. We're a blockchain-based banking application that provides a space for the world to collect and transact it as a currency, unleashing the monetary reserve of the planet. And inside of that, as a sense of currency, it ultimately provides financial inclusion. Collect and transact the plastic, and you earn not just a bank account, but you earn the ability to substantiate a credit worthiness. And we provide zero interest loans for the world's emerging using plastic. Collect plastic, return that, substantiate who you are in society, receive hard currency loan, pay back with plastic garbage. Ascend poverty using the very material below your feet. The question I always have for every audience is, if every piece of plastic was immediately accessible and available to return, and you could receive 5 franc or 5 euro or 5 US dollar, how much would you still see flowing in the environment or the ocean? Any? None. So it's got nothing to do with the plastic, it has everything to do with us. And that ultimately is the work of Plastic Bank, creating a powerful, authentic, transparent, traceable supply chain of powerful material collected by the world's disadvantaged, returned to circularity to great companies like Henkel, S.C. Johnson, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, that use the material back into packaging as a whole circular economy model. And when value is transferred into the hands of the people who collect it, that's what we call social plastic. That's our trademark. Collecting hundreds of millions of kilos of material, helping end poverty in thousands and thousands and thousands of people around the world, and creating a space for everyone in the world to participate. high level. Powerfully inside of all of that is the space for every organization to participate. Because what we've done is spent, I don't know, all the revenue we've created, $100 million or so, I've invested back into creating the ecosystem, creating the blockchain technology, creating the infrastructure, creating the collection locations around the world, operating starting from Haiti to the Philippines to Indonesia to Brazil to Egypt to Thailand, starting a little bit in Cameroon and on, influencing so many people, and now sharing that story with even the smallest yoga studio or florist or coffee shop who also wants to participate in change. Because what is emerging for all of us is a world beyond sustainability. Beyond sustainability, because the next generation powerfully understands that the word itself is passé. And we can't just sustain the degradation that it's occurring, and that what we're going to be moving towards, this is the truth of it all, is that we're going to be moving to a regenerative economy. Regeneration, a purpose economy, where every single employee as well wants to work at an organization that does good. And the next frontier of competition will not just be for the consumer, but for the mind share of the greatest executive available in society. And that next generation wants purpose. And unless your organization has some element of purpose inside of it, you will not be competitive. That's what's occurring. Now, inside of Plastic Bank, that ultimately is what we endeavor to provide in a SaaS-based platform for the world. No matter how small of an organization you are, for a few $100s a month, you get the entirety of the narrative. You get to have a plastic credit. You get to offset material. You get to have just the entirety of authenticity and transparency and traceability in your company. Now, I've got no idea how long I've spoken for, but it kind of goes like that. Now, do you all know the biblical story of David and Goliath? David fighting Goliath. I am fighting Goliath, and my name is David. And I'm here on stage right now, not so much to tell you about all the work I do, but I gave you a taste of it, but to invite you into conversation. Because I've come here to be in that conversation with investors and startups, to be in the formulation of a new world, and something that works for everyone. Where in for-profit enterprises, we change humanity. And we can all talk about triple bottom line, but I rephrase it, and it powerfully has to be people, planet, and prosperity. Prosperity for everyone. So, I think, is that my 10 minutes? Can anyone tell me how long? I got 2 minutes left. Wow, there's so much more I could talk about. Well, let me leave that with you all. So much to talk about. So, David fighting Goliath. And I know there's going to be a cocktail reception. Look for me. I've got this striped jacket on so I could be identifiable, of course. And I'm the very kind guy from Vancouver, just some dude trying to change the world. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.